you again for joining us today to talk about salad bar best practices. And what we'd like to do today is go over several different topic areas concerning salad bar best practices, and I hope to also hear from you on some of your ideas also. I do want to give a shout out to Molly Stenberg, my colleague, who also who isn't here today, but helped develop this presentation, and I just want to thank her for her help with it. We are both located at Montana Team Nutrition at MSU in Bozeman. So if you have any questions, be sure to contact me afterwards at this phone number or email. So today what we'd like to talk about is really looking at key areas of having a successful salad bar in your schools. We'll go over food safety, procurement and production tips, some ideas for service and placement of the salad bar, review some merchandising, promotion and education ideas for students, and make sure you know of some really good resources that you can access. And then we'll want to do sort of a showcase of Montana school salad bars from around the state by showing you some pictures. And I think you'll get some ideas from your peers on those too. But first of all, I guess I'd like to ask you to fill out this poll question. I'll just start it. If you can answer the question, do you have a salad bar in one or more of your schools? So Tamara, I'm wondering if you're the only person on here. I saw that Terry and Vicki signed in earlier, but I don't see them in the attendee list. So see if... Okay, so it looks like, Tamara, you do have a salad bar from Harleton, which is excellent, and we'd love to see a picture of it if you ever want to send us a picture of it. We love sharing ideas from schools, so thanks for answering that poll question. When we look at how many schools in Montana have salad bars, we are very happy to confirm that about 3/4 of our schools that are operating school lunch program do offer a salad bar. And we want to thank everyone for their hard work in doing that, because we know it is takes a lot of work, but we really feel that it is a really good tool to use for many reasons. So what I'd like to do is just go over a couple of the reasons why salad bars are popular and really a best practice for helping nudge students to increase their variety, especially of vegetables and fruits. But as you probably see yourself, the salad bars are a great way to offer a wide variety of vegetables and fruits to students, and they're a nice way to be able to nudge students to try new items, and that can really help expand their palate and their variety of food choices, which can last for a lifetime. I've had many food service directors tell me that they saw the difference in how much kids were selecting of fruits and vegetables once they started offering a salad bar. So we really do appreciate your effort in doing so. One food service director that I actually talked to from Boise, she felt that it really helped lighten the staff's workload, because before they were portioning out cups of fruits and vegetables, and this way they were able to just prepare them in bulk. And so by putting them on the salad bar, that helped their labor, and also it helped decrease waste of the pre-portioned cups. So another benefit of it from a nutrition standpoint is that, as you know, the recommended way to feed kids is for the adult or parent, or in our case, you as the food service staff, responsibility is really for providing options for children and then allowing the child to actually the freedom to choose what has been provided. And that's what a salad bar really does. It's really about providing kids with healthy choices and letting them choose what they want, which is really recommended. So I guess I'd love to hear from you on if you see any benefit from your standpoint of this one benefit of offering a salad bar in your district. Does anybody, mind, you can either type it in the poll question area or you can type it in the chat box, whichever one is better for you. We just wanted to hear if you saw a benefit of offering a salad bar in your school. Okay. Okay, so one benefit would be that it covers the vegetable subgroups. So that's a really good benefit. It is an easy way to make sure you offer a variety of the vegetables, and we'll be going over that actually later in the webinar. So thank you. Okay. Okay, so it looks like Terry's having trouble with, what you can do, Terry, if you go to your audio setup under your speakers, if you see the speaker little icon, if you hit that and say set up audio or go over under meeting audio setup wizard, you should be able to hit that to make sure you can hear. And another idea from Terry is that salad bar gives more choices for fruits and vegetables. Absolutely. A lot of times it's so colorful it really entices children to try different fruits and vegetables. Okay, thank you for answering those poll questions. Okay, so what I'd like to do is go over and just review a few key elements of food safety, which I know a lot of times this sometimes can be a barrier. People are worried about food safety, so we thought it would be important to address it. And I did also provide a couple handouts in the bottom that you can download. One is called Preventing Contamination at the Food Bar, and that is actually the standard operating procedure for having a salad bar. So if you do want to download that, it will review some of the key points too, and you can make sure that your staff are following those recommendations. But in looking at ensuring good food safety in a salad bar, these are the kinds of things that are listed on that slide that are recommended. Having long-handled tongs and utensils, making sure that when the students or adults go through the salad bar, they only use that salad plate once. So they need to be trained in that they pick up a new bowler plate for their seconds. What we recommend is the shallow pans are used in the salad bar, so that way if you're trying to only put out the food once and not have a lot of leftover from your salad bar, the shallow pans allows the food to be placed, and it looks really full, but it's not like a 4-inch deep pan, more the 2-inch deep. So again, it looks really full and appetizing, but it's not going to be too much if kids don't take it all. And that's where, again, monitoring it so during the last meal period, you don't have too much out there. that may be wasted, or you'll have to figure out how to deal with that food afterwards. Also, not assuming that the students really may understand how to use the salad bar, and that's where signage and education of the students is really important, and sometimes starting a salad bar, or maybe every fall, so people are reminded to take what they want and not over serve themselves. This is a nice sign that some schools will put out, take what you want, eat what you take. So again, encouraging a variety, but not over serving or taking too much. Obviously, you know that students need to be trained in how to keep the salad bar safe. And this is where these things that are listed on this slide are sort of the salad bar etiquette. That are good things to either post in your cafeteria, or some schools will have their teachers review these rules with the students before, the beginning of the school year. And again, it's just trying to help them remember to use utensils and not their fingers. If a utensil falls on the floor, don't put it back. Tell the adult in the food service. Don't taste the food items on the salad bar. Covering your mouth if you have a cold and you're coughing, those kind of things that are very important and help keep the food safe on the salad bar. These rules are taken from one of the guides that we'll be referencing later in the webinar, called A Field Guide to Salad Bars in Schools, which was developed by Minnesota. There is also another one-page handout that you can actually take from the Iowa Fruit and Vegetable Salad Bar Guide that actually can be used as a poster for student etiquette if you are interested in something like that. When you're looking at keeping the food safe, a lot of times you look at, obviously, time and temperature. And this is where, as you know, many people use the ice, the things that are the little ice cubes that can be frozen to make sure that the food is kept cold in the salad bar, taking temperatures of the food to make sure the cold food is kept cold on the salad bar. And the standard operating procedure is something that I did include as a handout, which you can see that it goes over the key elements. And this is where making sure that you have a sneeze guard on the salad bar. Again, those key elements of making sure that people use a clean dish when they return to the food bar, having appropriate utensils. So if you want to look at any of those standard operating procedures, the website is listed on this slide, and the one that I uploaded is Preventing Contamination at the Food Bars for you. But there are other ones on a variety of topics, from personal hygiene, washing hands, washing fruits and vegetables, cleaning and sanitizing contact surfaces. This is one question that always comes up. What do we do with excess leftovers from the salad bar? And this is where we really encourage you talking to your own local sanitarian about what they recommend, because we find that it does vary from county to county. So making sure that you know what's recommended in your county, how to handle leftovers safely. Some schools will use leftovers in a homemade soup the next day, or using fruit to make smoothies, or in their breakfast program the next day. So it really depends on what your needs are, but those are different options. And here are some really good handouts as far as looking at food safety. These are some of the handouts that are available that you may already have if you've gone to some food safety workshops before, but there's ones on handling fresh produce in schools, how to handle fresh produce on the salad bar, as far as looking at preparation, setup, temperature control, and supervision of the salad bar and cleanup. Terry, I see that you are having problems with sound. Is anybody else? Tamara, are you able to hear me? I'm wondering, Terry, if it is your speaker. If in your computer, if you go up to where it has a little speaker icon, you hit that. Sometimes you can, or you go over under meeting and it says audio setup wizard, and if you go through those steps, that will help your speaker, unless your speaker is muted somehow on the computer. Sorry that you're having trouble hearing us. We will be taping this, so if you need to watch it once it's recorded, that is an option, but I apologize for that. Because I know you've been on, oh good, you got it, good. Okay, the other thing is too, if you are working with your teachers or community members and you have a school garden, many schools are using the produce from their school garden to put on their salad bar. In fact, if you're participating in the Harvest of the Month program, people are offering sometimes beets on the salad bar, some of the Harvest of the Month items to really feature them in a nice way. And so you do want to, there is a nice handout on food safety tips for school gardens that is available also. Okay. I'd like to move on to one of the areas that we find is keys to success, and you've probably already found this out if you already have a salad bar, is staff training. And this is where, when you're thinking about salad bar, if you already have one, you might have already done this, but the areas of training, you don't want to assume people know how to lay out the salad bar, if you have other staff ordering or receiving, inventory, preparation and food handling, and then recording. And we'll go over food production records for a salad bar in just a minute, but just making sure that your staff are trained on, if there is one person that's going to be doing the salad bar, if you have certain expectations of how you want the salad bar laid out, to make sure that the staff person is trained. And then also, a recommendation is to involve your principal and or school staff, just because a lot of times when teachers find out there is, or parents, there's a salad bar, they really look at it as a really positive tool in the cafeteria to help kids make healthy choices. So it's a really good marketing idea to involve and make sure that the principal knows and the teachers know, because they will be, again, if you want to look at training the kids, especially the younger kids, on going through the salad bar, it's important to have the buy-in from the staff and principals right off. We'll be talking about student education in just a little bit, but you know, the salad bar is just, when you think about your cafeterias, are really where kids practice healthy eating. So it's just a great way to be able to allow students to take a variety of fruits and vegetables each day through the salad bar. Some procurement best practices really include, and I think somebody already brought this up, about how you, when you're looking at the salad bar, and if you're planning the menu or the cycle menu for the salad bar, it is a way to make sure that you're going to be offering all the vegetable subgroups. And we will go over that right now. As you know, the vegetable subgroups, there's 5 of them: dark green, red and orange, starchy, beans and peas, and then other. And so this is where, I know in talking with Jane Elvis from Montana City Schools, she, on her salad bar production record, she has the different fruits and vegetables color-coded by the color, like if they're a red-orange. And so that her salad bar person staff knows that she always has to have one of those on the salad bar each day. She just makes sure she has sort of the 5 different colors on the salad bar each day, but she may vary it from red pepper strips to carrots to tomatoes, if that was in the red and orange. So this is a handout we've given out, and if anybody needs it, it just goes over. It's a really nice tool to sort of spark your ideas for the different items within the subgroups. So if you need this handout, we have it available. Just shows all the different types to making sure that you're giving them a variety of different colors, because those different vegetables have different nutrients in them. And so that's a good way to do it. To go back to other procurement practices, forecasting is very important. And this is where if you've been having a salad bar and offering a salad bar for a while, you might already recognize this best practice, but knowing what you've been serving helps you project on what you're going to need in the future. And this is where we find that sometimes schools, when they have a really popular item, like pizza maybe on the regular menu, kids may not go to the salad bar as much or get as much because they want the pizza. And so this is where on those days, maybe you're going to need to produce less for your salad bar than on a day that maybe people are making a full meal of that salad bar if it's a less popular entree. So that's where forecasting can really be useful in preparing quantities for your salad bar. The other thing is that we find many schools use the salad bar to offer most of their fruits and vegetables, except for, of course, if it's the hot item. And this is where, if you're really trying to watch your cost of your salad bar, you want to make sure that you're utilizing the salad bar as much as possible and putting all the fruits and vegetables out there, except for maybe the hot ones, because if you're serving them on the line and on the salad bar, you tend to have more waste and cost. So this is where you're really trying to keep your cost of fruits and vegetable what is offered. You do want to fully utilize your salad bar. And plus, it also helps with labor. If you put most of your fruits and vegetables on your salad bar, you don't have to have another person dishing fruits or vegetables out on the line. You could have that person watching the salad bar and having only one person on the line doing the hot items. Other procurement best practices are obviously buying fresh produce that's in season can really help your costs. A lot of times you'll find that if it's in season, the fresh might be cheaper than canned or frozen. Making sure you're using your USDA foods that are, canned or frozen vegetables and fruits on the salad bar. Same with the Department of Defense items that you also get to order through your USDA foods. So those kind of things can really help your budget. And then making sure that you are monitoring what the kids are choosing and, actually looking at what is actually being eaten by the kids, so you'll know that maybe you have to put out less next time if they didn't. So your production records are really important. Also buying local, if there's local produce. I know like in the summer when school starts, I know Dixon melons are really popular, and they come to Bozeman a lot, and that's where you can really maximize the use of local fresh produce by using things, knowing when things are in season, and capitalizing on the lower cost, the fresh items. Okay, moving on to some production tips. This is where we want to make sure you know of the guides that are available. I did provide you over here the one, let's see, I think it's the salad bar item from Lunchbox, because in case you did want, it's the first thing, the Lunchbox Salad Bar. This guide really does have a lot of production tips, costing out, education tips, promotion tips, so I wanted to make sure you had one guide if you do want to download that. But this is one from Minnesota that's called the Field Guide to Salad Bars in Schools. And this one has a really nice salad bar cycle menu in it, if you're looking for anything, that shows different ideas for different days on their salad bar. Some schools do use the salad bar as a theme bar, and if you're looking for some ideas for that, check out this guide, because it has like a chef salad menu, a taco nacho bar, a baked potato bar, a garden salad, or a pasta salad bar. So if you're looking for, use your salad bar for different theme bars, you can check that out. I did actually give you that also as a handout. The theme bar cycle is listed here as a handout if you're looking for some ideas. The other thing I would caution you is with this handout is it was done before the sort of the vegetable subgroups were a requirement, and so I would always make sure that in each one of these menu cycle theme bars, I would always make sure you have a legume or lentil. Like for the taco nacho bar, make sure you add black beans or refried beans to your salad bar, or your chef salad. The chickpeas are a nice addition to make sure you do have, you're offering a legume or lentil on your salad bar each day. Another great guide, and this is the one that I did provide for you as a handout you can download, called the Lunchbox Salad Bar Kit, is this one. This gives you so many good ideas. It actually gives you some layouts for how to lay out your different vegetables on the salad bar, and gives you ideas to make it really colorful. So if you're looking for ideas on that. And then this one from Iowa provides also some really nice ideas for student education, and this is the one that actually gives you the poster that is for salad bar etiquette for the students. So if you're looking for something like that, and it can just help you give some ideas. So for other production tips, this is where when you're doing a salad bar, to make sure you're keeping your costs in line, is to have really good production records. And this is where the production records can help you with accurate forecasting, purchasing, and which helps decrease food waste and helps you save money. So the salad bar production record is key. And I did provide you with a couple ideas of handouts of salad bar production records. This is one that is from Wisconsin, actually, and I gave it to you just because it does give, it's in a Word file, so you can manipulate it to what your salad bar production record may needed, but you'll see it's really nice in that it provides the different food groups, and it gives you ideas for like listing under the meat alternate, cheese, string cheese, cottage cheese, hard-boiled eggs, anything that might be there that you might be offering, and you can also add additional ones. The planned serving size, but the amount prepared you would list out, and then what's left over. You could also add temperatures to this if you wanted to, and then you could come up with how much is used. It also goes through, for the vegetables, it goes over the different, what it represents, like black beans being a bean or pea vegetable subgroup. So it goes through for every food group, which is really a nice idea. So I did provide you with that. For how you keep your production records, a lot of times what we are learning from some schools in Livingston, they actually have a scale that they just weigh everything that they put out once they put it out, and then when they're taking down the salad bar, they weigh the amount again, and then they just do the math of what's left over. They subtract the total, and then subtract the leftover, and they get the amount used. And they find that is a really accurate way to know how much they've actually used, instead of trying to estimate by looking at it. So that's an idea that we find is a really good best practice. This is another example of a Montana production record from Alder School, and they do the same thing as the Wisconsin one. They list all the things by the food group, and they put the quantity prepared and leftover, and it's very easy. So it's really easy for that person to keep track of their production amounts. Okay, so moving on to service options and placement. And this is where it goes really into how to market your salad bar. And what we find that really helps is if it's front and center when the students come into the cafeteria, it can really help the kids want to fill up their plate with the items from the salad bar. So it is recommended to put the salad bar first in the service line and in a high traffic area if it's a mobile cart. You know, it just depends. This is an example of Hardin High School that the students go through the salad bar first and then they go to the hot. So again, having them see that right away. You can see this picture also with the black containers. It's a really nice contrast with the different colors of the fruits and vegetables that, again, provides some appeal to the salad bar and really makes the items pop. Park High School over in Livingston does have sort of a dedicated salad bar line, which the students can go to and make a full meal if they don't want to go to the hot line. And I'm not sure if your schools do this or if it's always part of the line. It really depends. But we do find that if a student can make a full meal from the salad bar, then a lot of times it gives them a different option if they didn't want the hot meal. You'll see this is an example of the homemade soup from Livingston, and they put a sign because what they found out from students is students a lot of times didn't open up the container and they didn't know what the soup was, so they wouldn't take it. So with the signage, again, to promote the soup, making sure that the students know what it is a really good idea. In Troy, up in Troy, Montana, they were one that started at the high school offering the salad bar and the soup and bread as a full meal. So this was a broccoli and cheese with nice whole wheat bun, and then their salad bar also has some cold sandwiches on it. So again, it's an option to the hot meal, and they can get their whole meal from here, or students that maybe pick up the hot meal, they're just going to get their some fruits and vegetables. So this is where they found when they moved their salad bar, so for students to get it on both sides, you can't see this, right? But students can go both sides. Obviously, that cut down on the line, and the students were happier with it. And this is where I guess we always get questions on, do all students get to access the salad bar? And this is really up to, obviously, your staff, your school's decision. But we do find that the benefit to all students is what we recommend if you can do it. You know, it takes more training to train the smaller kids and to get the teachers on board to allow the students all to go through the salad bar to at least get their fruits and vegetables. But we really try to recommend that that's the end goal. So making the salad bar accessible to all students, and even promoting it to cold lunch kids. If they want to have a salad with their cold lunch, they can, you know, come up with a price that you're meeting your costs, and it's reasonable for the kids, but that could be an a la carte item, which is really, from a parent standpoint, it would be awesome when you think about it, that the kids would have access to a fresh salad bar each day. So again, trying to offer all students the salad bar is really recommended, but this is where you need to make sure that the teachers and the students, the younger ones especially, are trained and given some time to learn how to do it. But a lot of times with signage, and once they get in the routine, they know how to do it. They do it all the time when eating out, as you know. And, you know, another benefit of the salad bar is how to introduce new items. And this is where, through our Harvest of the Month program, a lot of schools are using their salad bar to encourage the kids to try roasted beets on their salad. They may be doing a taste test, and this is where it's really recommended, if you're going to have some new things on the salad bar, to do a taste test, simple taste test that the kids can taste a little bit, and they get to vote if they tried it, liked it, or loved it. But a great way to try new items, and especially to try some of the local items you might be getting, but having it in small portions. Salad bars are, again, a great way to try new recipes, and this is where we really encourage you to try to offer a variety of different beans, dried beans and peas on the salad bar. Some schools are roasting garbanzo beans because they give a nice crunch, and they're a great protein addition to the salad and fiber, much more than a crouton. Having some tasty bean soups, especially during the cold winter months. Having a variety of the dried beans and peas, from black beans, garbanzo beans, pinto beans. Having hummus on the salad bar, because a lot of kids like to dip their fresh vegetables in those. And like one school, I think, offered, like in Manhattan, this one right with the purple arrow is the Fiesta bean and corn salad, which is corn, black beans, and a few tomatoes and or salsa. So different ideas. It just gives a wealth of ideas for offering a variety of fruits and vegetables, and especially some of the vegetables that we really want to promote to kids. In promoting the salad bar, there's some really easily free tools that are available, especially from the Lunchbox toolkit. And these are some examples of some of the signage that you can download and just print off that really promote making a rainbow at the salad bar. Lettuce plus 5 items, that's sort of a challenge for students to pick lettuce, but then also 5 additional fruits or vegetables on the salad. Ways to promote the salad bar. This is in Target Range in Missoula. They really sort of highlight the Montana-grown items on the salad bar, and they also come up with some really fun names, like their kale salad was like superhero salad, to try to promote the kids to take a taste of it. Another idea from Knoxon School Salad Bar, we're putting on a variety of spices to encourage kids to spice up their salad with some seasonings instead of just drenching it in salad dressing, but to give some, lemon flavors, chives, a garden seasoning to it, hot peppers. So giving kids, again, some options of different ways to flavor their salad. And then when you are promoting your salad bar, this is where, it makes a great photo op. And this is a photo from Livingston, that when they started their fruit and vegetable bar at their elementary school just this year, they invited the local paper to come, and they had a big event. You can see the woman is dressed up as an apple to, again, promote the salad bar, to really get kids and teachers excited about it. And so it makes a great photo op if you're having a special event and you can really promote the salad bar. It really helps market your overall program. These are some free materials that, again, you can just download from the smarterlunchrooms.org page. If you know, Smarter Lunchrooms is a program that helps try to have you sort of assess your cafeteria, what you're doing to really nudge students to make healthy choices, and they've come up with some fun salad bar slicks that you can use for your food of the day or vegetable of the day, some little different stickers and things that you can use if you want to, again, promote the salad bar throughout your school or on the salad bar. There's signs and labels you can just download. This is some ways to, when you're looking at educating students, there are some ready-to-use, they look like stickers like this that you can download and put. So trying to encourage, and especially in the beginning of the school year, if the kids, especially the kindergartens or first graders, you didn't make sure that they use the utensils and not their hands, but there's some handouts that you can download from the Lunchbox to promote and educate students. Just wanted to, review again the etiquette. There is posters for the student etiquette, so they make sure that they follow the good food safety rules on when they're visiting the salad bar, and that's available. And this is a picture of the Manhattan Public Schools. Again, just it really does show how you can serve a rainbow of foods and flavors for on your salad bar. And this is where I encourage you to look at offering some foods that, you know, like a rainbow of colored peppers, like yellow, red, and green peppers are showed. It's a great way to offer them on the salad bar, and, you know, beautiful strawberries that really just make your salad bar pop. Just wanted to take you through some of the different salad bars around the state so you can see. We're so proud, and that's why if you are doing a salad bar, if you want to send me a picture afterwards, we'll add your picture to our collection. I know when the school nutrition program specialists go around the state, they are really good about taking pictures because it's so fun and colorful, and helps really get the reputation that schools are offering fresh, colorful meals through their salad bar. Target range, you'll see this is where they even added, offered Montana carrots and Montana watermelon radishes one day on their salad bar to really introduce the kids to a new food. Oh dear, Terry, it looks like now your graphics aren't working for your either. I'm hoping other people can see these pictures. Other salad bar superstars we want to feature is Lockwood School over in Billings, and then Alder School is a very small school right in southwest Montana. And you see the variety of what people do depending on how much they, how many kids they're actually serving each day. But the different colorful ideas from that's where the dark green leafy vegetables like spinach and romaine really just add so much color and nutrition to the lettuce, and a variety, again, the tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, cucumbers, different variety of vegetables. Park High School in Livingston offers like baked beans, hummus, you know, craisins, watermelon, different varieties of fruits and vegetables, and then also some different salads as far as like coleslaw. And then they may actually do some grab-and-go salads that could be a grab-and-go meal if students have meetings outside the cafeteria that they want to just grab something and go. Kennywood School, way up at northeastern Montana, has an awesome salad bar. You see that they're offering variety of different vegetables on the salad bar. And this is Montfortin. This is where they are doing Harvest of the Months, and they are offering their usually taste test on the salad bar. These are spicy kale chips that they offered to the students one day. They have a nice variety of salad dressings, trying to promote kids to selecting a raspberry, Thousand Island, Italian, honey mustard, different things other than ranch, again, to expand their palate. And again, just doing a variety of different colors of the fruits and vegetables. Summers Middle School, which is over just north of Missoula, does a really nice job with their salad bar. You'll see they are also offering spices, and they also put a nice little tablecloth underneath where they have some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and they really provide different choices on there so the kids can make a whole reimbursable meal from their salad bar. And then Belgrade, which is just right outside by MSU Bozeman, just right next to our community. You'll see that they do a nice variety of fresh fruits and vegetables, or fresh fruits and also vegetables, and they also are putting some of their Lunchable peanut butter and jelly sandwiches in case kids, again, want to take a full meal from that salad bar, and sort of promoting the food court idea in their high school with their salad bar. just to getting ready to finish up here, I wanted to make sure that you know of the resources that are available to support schools in having a salad bar. And many of our Montana schools have taken advantage of what's called Let's Move Salad Bars to Schools. It's the first link here, and it's actually an organization that can help you obtain a salad bar free. They actually have money from foundations or raise money. You fill out an application, you submit it to them. Like Troy actually got 2 salad bars, one for in their middle and high school. And so I'd encourage you, if you're looking for support on equipment for salad bars, you check out Salad Bars to Schools. The Fuel Up to Play 60 program, which is a program through the Dairy Association and the NFL, also has many grants available twice a year, and there's an application that will be open in April that's due in June that you can also, this is where student involvement is key for getting one of these grants. So it would be where you or a teacher would work with students on maybe having them look at how to either start a salad bar or enhance it. I know in Hobson, Montana, they got one of these grants to actually help them get a milk cooler. But then they also started working with the 5th graders that have a school garden. And they, the 5th grade students were so excited that they were producing lettuce and carrots for the salad bar that they went around and really promoted kids, their peers, to making selections on the salad bar because they were so proud of their harvest from it. Libby School also has salad bar ambassadors that they've been engaging the students in really helping, again, promote the salad bar, especially when it's new, because sometimes kids need to have a little nudge to try something new. So check out the Fuel Up to Play 60 grant opportunity if you're looking for some funding. And then you may also know that Office of Public Instruction each fall, pending funding from the USDA, is able to offer Montana school equipment grants. And there are usually $5,000 grants that you can apply for. And this is where, salad bar equipment could be purchased through this grant program. And Camille McGovern is the person, the school nutrition specialist, that's usually the person organizing this grant program. So you'll be hearing about it again, probably in the fall. But if you had any questions, to contact Camille. Okay. I guess I just wanted to open it up to some questions. If you have any questions, or if you'd like to share any best practice that you do in your school for your salad bar. Does anybody have any questions? Okay, well, I have one question, if you don't mind. I'll put it in as a poll question. And it's basically, list a challenge of having a salad bar. Is there anything that you have challenged with that we can maybe address? If you just take a minute to either type it in the poll questions or in the chat box, whichever is easier for you. Okay, see what people have written. Okay, one challenge is that a lot of times kids take too much from the salad bar, and I'm assuming you're seeing waste. And that could be a challenge. I can see where that, and that's where, I don't know if you have one of those signs that says, take what you want, but eat what you take, if that would help. And to just remind kids to, because if they know they can come back. And then maybe asking the teachers just to review it, possibly with with the students, and depending if you're seeing if it's all students or if it's a certain age group, asking the, because I think this is where you do need to help remind kids to take what they, take what they want, but eat what they take. Okay. So monitoring is another issue that there's no one to monitor the salad bar, and that's where you might have to engage somebody that's in the cafeteria. Or is there any way that if you put most of your fruits and vegetables on the salad bar, can you have one person on your line and one person out monitoring? I don't know if that would be a solution. Does anybody have any ideas or any tips for Terry on how they work out the monitoring? Okay. Now, I have one more poll question, if you don't mind. I would just love to, because I feel like you guys really know a lot of good best practices and what works. So I'll put one more poll question, but it looks like Tamara from Harlow says that they monitor as they go through the line. So if the students go to the salad bar before they come to your line, and then you are able to see that what they've taken either from the salad bar, or if your salad bar is on the line, you will have seen it through that, I guess. Okay, so one last question is, what advice do you have for offering a salad bar to students? Is there one thing that you find that really makes your salad bar successful? Would you mind sharing that with us? Okay, it doesn't look like there's any advice from anyone, but thank you for joining us today. And if you have any questions or anything, let me know. And it will be doing a session too on salad bars in the summer at the summer conference, which is, as you know, is occurring in June 26th to the 28th. It's our annual conference with the Montana School Nutrition Association, and it's going to be in Great Falls this year. And you should have gotten information on registration. But if you have a picture of your salad bar and would love to show it, send it to me. So I think most people know how to get a hold of me, but mine right at MSU in Bozeman, and my phone number is 994-5641, or my email is kbark@mt.gov. So thank you so much for joining us today, and I hope you have a great rest of the week, and I hope the sun comes out and it gets a little warmer for us. We're still having snow down here, as I know many of you are also, so we'll hope for good weather. Thank you so much, and have a good day.